Hello, grade 2. Today we will talk about three-digit subtraction. Are you ready? Let's start. Subtracting with three-digit numbers looks a lot like subtracting with two-digit numbers. You can use a model to show what happens when you subtract. First, show the number that you're subtracting from in the model. 435 has 4 hundreds, 3 tens, and 4 ones. Look at the ones column first. There are only 5 ones to subtract 7 ones from, so it's time to regroup. Regroup 110 as 10 ones. Now the model shows 4 hundreds, 2 tens, and 15 ones. You need to record the regrouping you just did. Record the regrouping by marking through the 3 and the 5, and recording a 2 at the top of the tens column, and a 15 at the top of the ones column. To begin subtracting, look at the ones. What's 15 minus 7? It's 8. Now look at the tens column. In this column, you're subtracting tens. How many tens are left when you subtract 2 tens? There is 0 tens left. And now you need to do the subtraction in the hundreds column. In this column, you're subtracting hundreds. How many hundreds are left when you subtract 2 hundreds? There are 2 hundreds left. The difference has 2 hundreds, 0 tens, and 8 ones. So 435 minus 227 is equal to 208. Let's use the quick pictures to model this subtraction. 428 minus 263. First, subtract the ones. 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. Now let's look at the tens. There are not enough tens to subtract from. Should you regroup 100, 110, or 11? Correct, you have to regroup 100. 4 hundreds, 2 tens is now 3 hundreds, 12 tens. Now subtract the tens. How many tens are there? 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Finally, subtract the hundreds. How many hundreds are there? 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So 428 minus 263 is equal to 165. It's time for some mental math. When you see a problem like 60 minus 20, you can subtract in your head. Look at the tens digits and think of a basic fact. You know that 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. So 60 minus 20 is equal to 40. For this problem, you need to subtract hundreds. Look at the hundreds in the ones column. Because we know that 5 minus 3 is equal to 2, you also know that 500 minus 300 is equal to 200. Look at the tens digits and think about the basic fact. You know that 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So 80 minus 50 is equal to 30. You can subtract in your head to solve this problem too. 700 minus 400 is equal to 300. Sometimes you'll regroup more than once in subtraction problems. Let's find out how to subtract 238 from 634. We always start by looking at the ones column. You can't subtract 8 from 4. You need to regroup 3 tens, 4 ones as 2 tens, 14 ones. Record the regrouping by crossing out the group numbers and writing the new values above. Now you can subtract the ones. What is 14 minus 8? It's 6. Let's look at the tens column. You can't subtract 3 from 2. You have to regroup. How do you regroup 6 hundreds to tens? You can regroup 600s to 10s as 500s 12 tens and record the regroupings. Now you can subtract the tens. What are 12 tens minus 3 tens? It's equal to 9 tens. The only thing left to do is to subtract the hundreds. What are 5 hundreds minus 2 hundreds? It's 3 hundreds. 634 minus 238 equals 396. How do you regroup when there are zeros in the number you start with? Let's solve 607 minus 248. There are not enough ones to subtract 8 from 7. Since there are 0 tens, regroup 600s as 500s, 10 tens. Next, regroup 10 tens, 7 ones as 9 tens, 17 ones. Now we can begin subtracting. We start with the ones. What is 17 minus 8? 17 minus 8 is equal to 9. What is 9 minus 4? It's 5. Finally, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. There are 3 hundreds, 5 tens, and 9 ones. The difference is 359. I hope you understood our lesson really well. Bye bye.